Hello everybody, this is Red Scar Fox coming at you with another review video. This is going to be my review of the Masters of the Universe Revelation Stinkor action figure. And yeah, I'm not the biggest Masters of the Universe fan, but I did see this guy and I thought he looked pretty cool, so I decided I would check him out. He has 30 points of articulation, so he must be somewhat decent, right? So taking a look at the packaging, we have our front here with a nice clear window, which gives us a perfect look at the figure. So you can kind of see the accessories that come with Stinkor here. We have in the corner Netflix original series, which is what this is based off of. Ages 6 and up at the top corner, and our Masters of the Universe Revelation, Stinkor, and our Mattel logo. So this figure's by Mattel. On the side, we have a picture of Stinkor here. Some nice artwork, especially with the mask that he has. I think the mask looks pretty cool. On the back, we have some more artwork, a different piece of artwork, actually. This one unmasked. See if I can try to get it. I'm going to have to lift this up a bit. We have there we go, a bio for the character right here. Some more artwork. And let's see, try to fix my camera back. There we go. We have the also available figures of this line. Looks like Fisto, Andra, Scareglow, and Stinkor of this line. I don't know who any of these characters are. Yeah, we have another Mattel logo down here, and it looks like kind of some recycling. Yeah, I guess recycling information. It's interesting. I guess what parts of the figure are recyclable. We have the name of the character here on the side, Evil Master of Odors. On the top, we have Masterverse, which I guess might be what they're calling this line. Maybe. We have 30 points of articulation again. If it would focus. There we go. And we got a barcode. I don't think that's the barcode they used to scan it for checkout. Yeah, because that's down here. We have your typical warnings. Made in Vietnam. Contents, one figure and accessory, and a barcode. So, yeah. Very simple box we got going here. Really like the large clear window. I wish, toy lines like Transformers, which are going away from that, I kind of wish they would at least have the smaller window. So it's nice to see that this one is full clear window, so we can see a lot of the figure and make sure the figure is alright before buying it. But with that, I'm going to take this guy out of the box and see what we are working with. And here he is out of the box with everything that he comes with. And we're going to start off with Stinkor's aesthetics here. So, obviously with the name, I feel like he's supposed to look like some type of skunk. So, I'm going to assume, again, I'm not a big Masters of the Universe fan, so I'm probably going off assumptions here. But, aesthetically, we have a very nice head sculpt here with some very nice teeth detail, if I can get in there without the shadow of my camera in the way. There we go. Also very nice eye paint as well. Fur detailing is very nice on this figure. Well, let's see, our chest plate here has a kind of like goldish color. It's like a goldish orange is how I think it's looking to me. And I think it looks pretty cool, actually. It matches with the red that he has. Let's see, he has some paint detailing on here. Small paint dot here. So, a very simple piece. The back, we have these blue canisters on his back. Very cool looking. The arms are nicely painted, having half white and black. And we have some red gloves here. Very nice red gloves. Again, a lot more of that fur detailing. Looks very nice. We have this waist kind of, don't want to call it a waist skirt. It kind of looks like it's made out of furs, maybe. Either that, it might be made of maybe a plant material. And a red belt that is wrapped around a kind of different brown color here. We have all black for the legs and some red. I'm going to assume these are like boots or shoes, but it's kind of weird because I guess they cover his feet. But you can still see a lot of the claw detailing. I don't know. Yeah. Overall, the aesthetics are pretty good. We can actually take this off, his armor. It just kind of slides off there. And this is going to go early into the function of the alternating head. Because that should be just on a ball joint. So if we take the head off, we can take this off and we see we have some six-pack detailing going on. Looks like it's all black fur. None of this white kind of comes in, which I kind of wish they did. I wish at least they went just here a bit. That way it would kind of look like the white was a bit more connected to the arms. But overall, aesthetics are looking pretty good for this figure. Let's see if I can get this back on. I'm not going to clip it in yet. I'm just going to put this back on best I can. At least try to tab it in. But aesthetically, I think he looks very nice. I don't know what he looks like from Revelation. I probably should have done some more research before shooting this. But so consider this a blind review on like a character I'm not familiar with. Oh, I would say the colors that he has are pretty nice. The fur detailing as well. If he would stand up. There we go. Kind of gotta use his feet to bend a certain way. There we go. I would say aesthetics are pretty nice, especially in the heads. I guess I should actually talk about that because we have another head here. And if it would focus, we have a second head option. Just going to cover this a bit, which has an open mouth with a peg for the mask. And this one's just funny to me. It looks like just grouchy. And then it's just this simple blue covering. And that gives a masked look to the character. Again, alt head. I'll go further into that into the accessories. But again, I really like how this guy looks. He's very, like, beefy. And, like, even feels, like, heavy, too. The figure feels like there's actual plastic weight in him. So that's very nice that he, like, has some weight. A little bit of heft. So, yeah, I think overall, pretty good. So far in the aesthetics department, we're looking pretty good. So now it's time to take a look at our accessories. So, as you've probably seen with our accessories, we only get a few with this figure. We don't get a whole lot, but the ones we do get are pretty good. Again, I'm going to start with the alternate head, since I already kind of covered this. Very nice looking head. This is probably the head I intend to use with the figure the most. Like, once I pretty much put this head on, I don't think it's ever going to come off. So, again, taking off the head is as simple as taking it off the ball joint here. Put that to the side. Then we just gotta grab our alternate head and plug that in. If I can get it in the best I can. Make sure the neck is up. And almost. There we go. Kind of gotta get some force into that one so it stays. Probably would be easier if I took off the armor again. But there we go. Pretty secure. And very nice looking there. Matches with his his tanks that he has on his back. So, overall, it still matches a lot of the aesthetic look. Again, he just kind of looks like, compared to like the wide-eyed look he has here, this one just kind of looks kind of grouchy or like unamused. And I think that's just kind of funny to me. Like, he looks just grumpy. Like, if I put him in an arms crossed like pose, he would just look kind of unamused about what's going on. We have some alternate hands here. So we have this right open one and this like palm hand. And on top of that we have a closed right fist and a slightly opened left hand. It's kind of similar to the right open hand. Like, I think they're the exact same, just mirrored. And this one is going to be for holding our next accessory. So I'm not going to take that one off yet. Actually, I'm going to take that one off now, just so I can show what the other hands look like. Similar to the head, they're on just simple ball joints, so it's easy to just get them on, plug them in, and this head does not want to stay. Huh. Let's see. There we go. Plug this in. And we got some movement open hand. I can actually probably use this and just probably put it in the right hand. And the head is trying to escape me. Stay. Yeah, again, this would probably be easy if I actually took his armor off. Well, there we go. Now I think I may have gotten it. Yep. Okay, that feels secure. Okay, yep, that's secure. Alright, so, back to the hands. Again, we have this kind of open palm hand going on. Kind of have some movement with that. And then, again, the open hands, similar to the left one. And this is going to be used for our next accessory. His shield. Very basic shield here, all blue. And let's see, it looks like... So it looks like the easier way to do this would probably be to take the hand off first. Slide that on. There we go. And, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to assume we have to take this, put it here, and kind of bend the arm a bit. That will allow us to get it, plug it in. Alright, there we go. And he holds that very well, very nice shield accessory. Again, this is really like the only accessory and probably the only thing considered to a weapon he has. But again, he is the evil master of odors, so who really needs a weapon when you kind of hold the weapon? And again, a very nice shield. I like the way this looks. The blue, kind of like, the blue really pops with the rest of the color scheme, I think because there's so little of it. So yeah, overall, pretty cool. Like, with the mask, like, he looks like he's ready for a fight. Yeah. I mean, like, again, like, for the third time, I don't know anything about this character, so I don't know if he uses a sword or anything like that, but maybe if I found a sword for this guy, it would look, like, very cool. Probably I can get, like, a Transformer sword, if the arms are compatible. But, yeah, and if you want to count the chest piece as an accessory, the armor, because it does attach and can come off, so in a way it can count as an accessory, but for the most part, I mean, it kind of, yeah, it's a weird spot where, like, yeah, I guess you don't have to use it, so I would say it's definitely would count as an accessory. And again, taking that off, super easy. There's just some small bits here, then you take off the head, and you can take it off if you want, just if you want an unarmored Stinkor. So, I would say that's like roughly like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess you could say, yeah, it's technically 8 accessories that this character comes with, so that's a pretty good accessory count. Now that I say it, it's not as low as the accessory count as I made it out to be at the beginning. But accessories, pretty good. Articulation, I didn't go into articulation yet. Aesthetics, pretty good. Now we can look at the articulation, which again, this says it has 30 points. So we'll see if we can find all 30 points. Alright, now we have the accessories out of the way and some removed. We can take a look at our articulation for Stinkor here. So starting off, you have some head movement. It's on a ball, so it can kind of do a lot of the things that, you know, a ball joint can do. Waist here, you got a waist swivel that can go a full 360, even though you probably would never really use that for this character. Doesn't look like there's anything in form of an ab crunch. Arms can move out. Actually, hold on. That's interesting. Alright, so, again, arms can move out this far, but you can rotate them around if you want to get it higher. Around there. And you have a swivel up here. So yeah, that's going to be like your arm swivel. You have a double jointed arm here, which kind of allows, yeah, yep, it's over 90. Yeah, that's very nice right there. Yeah, because 90 would be like here, but that lets you get pretty decently high. Again, he does have some muscular arms, so I'm not surprised the articulation is a bit limited. Gloves don't rotate or anything like that. They are connected to the arm, but your hand is on a ball joint, and it also has a piece here that allows it to... Okay, that's a bit tight. It's a bit tight. That lets you bend up and bend. It might be easier for the other hand. Lets you bend up and... There we go. Bend down a bit. This guy has some very tight arm joints, and those are thin, so maybe it could be just an issue with mine, but if they are tight like that, again, he's on these very thin pieces, so I would be careful with those. Let's see, bring the arms back down, if they would stop pushing this in. There we go. Legs can move up this far, but they kind of look like they gum out a bit. Yeah, because the way this is angled, so it will push him to the side a bit. Looks like he can go back around this far. Okay, well, legs have a decent spread. You have some rotation up here. A double bend at the leg. Kind of gives you a similar angle to the arms, I feel like. The boot down here can rotate. You have a... No, it doesn't look like actually. It looks like it's pivoted. It looks like it might just be in a piece. Yeah, but I mean, it does give you somewhat of a pivot, and that might be what the rotating boot is there for, so it can help with that. And feet can bend that far back, and they can come this far up. So, overall, articulation on this guy is actually really decent. I think he can get probably a decent amount of poses, kind of maybe some action poses going, especially with the legs. Again, actually, does he have an ankle pivot? He kind of has an ankle pivot. I think he might just be like on a peg, the feet, like kind of like similar to how the arms are. So I think that's what's allowing him to get that. There we go. And we can get some posing done with this guy. So, again, aesthetics, pretty nice. Accessories, limited but cool. And articulation seems to check out most of the boxes. So, overall, I would say that this figure is looking pretty decent. Finally, looking at some size comparisons. Here he is next to Masterpiece Blue Streak and Red Ultra Magnus. So he's taller than Red Ultra Magnus, but I guess you can say he's slightly taller than Blue Streak head height, but the guns that Blue Streak has does kind of make them the same height. So I would say they are kind of similar, but Stinkor kind of comes out on top. Here he is next to a Master Grade Zaku Cannon, so around the same height there. Zaku Cannon has a bit more height to it, and of course both of these dwarf over the Gundam Converge Zaku. And finally, here he is next to two high-grade kits, both from Build Divers, that being the Jim Beam Master and the Red Beret. So, overall, I would say that this is a pretty neat figure, especially if you are a Masters of the Universe fan. I can definitely see this being a good recommendation. Again, the articulation on this figure is very poseable. Aesthetics are really nice, especially, again, with the fur, and especially with the blue. I feel like the blue just kind of helps this figure stand out. And the accessories, again, are kind of limited, but I think shield is enough to get him in some very neat poses. And again, he might be compatible with other accessories. He might be compatible with other Master of the Universe figure accessories, or maybe accessories from other figures. And you do have two open hands, so if you did always want to give him another weapon, that is an option. And I didn't mention this with the accessories, if it does count as an accessory. You do have the backdrop of the box here, which has a nice kind of rock texture to it. So if you did want to use this to kind of display your figure, it's always a nice option to have. It's kind of like how the Transformers Studio Series line has the backdrops that come with them. So I don't know if this was intentional or this is just how they designed the back of the boxes. But if you do want to use this, it is an option. Again, it's pretty much a stone wall. So display options also available, which is very nice. But yeah, again, I'm not really a big on Masters of the Universe. Like, I really don't know a lot about it. I mean, I know Skeletor, that's about it. But actually, I would say that this is a pretty good recommendation. If you want like a figure that maybe stands out, or maybe you want like something to kind of jump into Masters of the Universe, I would say this is actually a good starting figure to get. Again, accessories are decent, articulation and aesthetics are good, and I mean, come on, he just looks awesome! I might get the Skeletor for this line, I'm not sure, because I didn't intend to get any other figures. I will say, be careful with the feet, though, because I think with the way they pivot, they might fall over. Because he has these claw feet, so definitely. But I mean, that really doesn't hinder him once he finds his footing, basically. It doesn't really hinder him. So, yeah. I would definitely recommend this. I think these might go somewhere between 20 to 25. I was able to get mine on sale, so definitely if you can find it on sale, that's even better. I mean, anything on sale is obviously going to be better. But honestly, I would say that if you really are a Masters of the Universe fan, pick this up. And even if you aren't, I mean, again, I'm not big on Masters of the Universe, and I thought this guy looked cool. So I would definitely recommend this. Like, it's a good recommendation. It's a nice figure. It's different. And he's just cool. He's just cool. Like, there's not much else I can say. And with that, that's going to be my review of Masters of the Universe Revelation Stinkor. Make sure to like and subscribe, and maybe comment if I missed anything. If there's anything about this character I may have missed, because, yeah, I mean, definitely he's interesting, and maybe, the bio on the back of the box might not tell me everything about this guy, what he can do. So, yeah, with that, that's going to be the end of this video. And I will see you all in the next one. Later.